everyone is affected by cancer, and here at the University of Hawaii Cancer Center, future treatment is promising as researchers are working every single day to find new insight into the disease.
Cancer touches almost every person's lives. So my own mom passed away from uterine cancer. So it's very personal to me, and it's personal to everyone who has been affected. Research is what brings breakthroughs if we are ever going to conquer and win the war against cancer.
So at the UH Cancer Center, we've been studying cancer for more than 40 years now. We've been an NCI-designated cancer center since 1996, actually, so this is not something new. Cancer research helps people in Hawaii, especially the work going on at the Cancer Center, in a lot of different ways. Liver cancer, for example, is a much higher prevalence in Hawaii than many other types of cancer. We have a lot of groups working specifically on liver cancer, trying to understand what the gene-environment interactions are here in Hawaii specifically, and also trying to develop new diagnostics and therapies against liver cancer. So there are more than 100 different types of cancer, and each one of these types of cancer has its own specific challenges. The only way that we have of really understanding these cancers is through basic research. Can you zoom in on that one area?
Yeah, and these are all fibroblast cells.
So we need to know how they work, what drives them, why they form, and once we get that kind of information, we can use that to try and target these cancers so we can develop new drugs, new therapies, new prevention.
For example, bladder cancer, a very strong program here that has led to the identification of diagnostic kits that can be used to detect early bladder cancer. Some of the promising new research and our focus on the natural resources found here in Hawaii in our environment, very unique. So we talk about the plants, we talk about soil bacteria, we talk about microorganisms found on plants. All these organisms produce chemical compounds that are potentially very effective for treating cancer. One of them is found in a plant that grows here in Hawaii. It's called ironweed. It grows on sidewalks. And the ironweed plant contains chemical compounds that are so effective against brain tumors and breast cancers. We are planning clinical trial to take the ironweed, which is also made in the form of tea, to give to cancer patients and see how they respond.
This could be right at the bottom of the cell, basically where the cell is touching the fibronectin that's the substrate here. So right now we're really at a pivotal moment in cancer research. We now have more sophisticated experimental approaches. We can sequence your genome and we can know what is mutated in there, what might be affecting your cancer's progression. So we're at a time when we have so much capability that I can foresee major advances in a number of different cancers over the next 10 years.
This segment is sponsored by UH Cancer Center.